Hello everyone, this is Imi again from My Trade Aims after a long time on a video. Let's have a look at the 8 or the 10 charts that I look at, and I want to clarify that there's going to be no hanky-panky, no complicated rules, just the 4 rules of the banana flow chart. And here we go. So we have the German DAX, the first one. There was an opportunity on this. So we have, I begin to start drawing this stuff, but I don't want to draw this. So what you can see is, let's say a trend move up, a wave 3 up, a 4 down. So within that, we had a kind of a zigzag channel down. It trended down. We took a trade here, took a break even, and then it broke. I was not able to check it around this time. So there's a new high on this here, right? So when there's a new high, there's a continuation of trend, and then there's a further newer high during the Asian session, and it created a couple of seed signals. Now I did not see this at the time, but there was an excellent opportunity to take this after the end of this candle or during this candle at London Open. What we could have done is to set a pending buy order on the seed 2 or 3 or 5 points above, with a stop loss of that would be around 25. And I think it would have easily hit 3R, or you can even let it hit 5R. And if you just let it run, it can go to 7, 8, and 9R. And that's the day. So I did not really see this. I was too involved in market cycle and stuff. And I took my razor out, the Occam's razor. And I am going to simplify my method. Every now and then things get complicated and I go out of hand. So yesterday I did not look at the FTSE 100, UK 100. Here is there was a nice lovely 2 candle impulse move, and then a 2 or 3 candle pullback, a beautiful signal seed here. This seed would not have triggered if you used the limit buy order, which I was looking for. Which I would be looking for because of this, the lines are not too clear. I would have needed one more candle up. But anyway, I did not take this anyway. And then today, it's a continuation of this wave. So we will say this is first pullback, second pullback. So it's kind of going. There was something happening on the 5-minute chart on this over here at I think it's after London Open. And then so that's what it is. Let's go to the Nasdaq 100. So Nasdaq 100 printed a normal bullish candle at the Frankfurt or the London Open. And if you are a fan of the M5 H1 pattern method, you could go to the 5-minute chart, and there was the most extraordinarily beautiful signal on this. So if we put the risk reward ratio tool on this, I mean, without even pulling back and closing on the dash line, it has hit 10-hour target. So, for example, if you had a 1% risk on this and you had a target at 8 for the My Forex funds, or you had a target at 10 for the FTMO, or just your own account, that was a 10% trade. So there you go. US 30, same story. Now when I look at it with the benefit of hindsight, all I see is, look, new high, swing low, higher low, right? Then you have a higher high and a higher low. Then you have a higher high. Then you have a new low, kind of breaks the sequence. But then it goes and creates a new higher high within the sequence. So we can discount this specifically because there is a wick on this. So we can still say, okay, we have a series of higher highs and higher lows going on. Then we print a new higher low, and there's a signal. I ignored this signal on the US 30 because I knew there was no new swing low. But if you look at the DAX, we had a new swing low, considering this is a swing low. So I took this trade. But on the US 30, I didn't. And then it does not create a new swing high here. So kinds of creates a trading range. And then when this fails, and then this touches this one, we're going to bring this over here and extend this here. This became a trading range, but mind you, this is a trading range after a trend move, so it's like a setup 1, and then it breaks out. So when it breaks out, it creates a new higher high, but pulls back really strongly. So I'm not interested to take a trade around this time. Then it creates a new high here and then pulls back, but this is not a new higher high, so we're not looking into it. And then during the London Open, it just kept going. So if you went to the 5-minute chart, you had a beautiful signal over here, and then there was another one here, but I wouldn't be taking this because this is too late. This one is pretty good actually, because it's challenging these highs again, and then it pulls back, so it was a nice signal. I didn't take it either. Okay, so now let's go to the pound dollar. Now pound dollar has a trend change going on. So if we look at this low here, and then it was rejected on this, and because this was a swing high, you see over this, and then it got rejected over here, or let's suppose tested over here, it became a trading range. You extend it. For me, it was a trading range up to here, right? And then this actually breaks the trading range when it goes up, and then it retests it over here. Then it breaks again, pulls back. I actually went long here and long here, but this candle stopped me out, and I did not re-enter. It just went. So this was like a crazy move. I did not check the charts during midnight, or it's not midnight, it's 10 o'clock UK, but I did not check it. If I did check it, I would have probably taken this, and that is a 10R. So if you took a 1% trade on this around here, and then you set your 8% target or 10% target, that's just one trade to win the FTMO or the My Forex Funds Challenge. So there you go. So now we have just received a seed signal on the seed. Let me just go back. So on the DAX we have no signal. On the FTSE 100 we have no signal. Let's bring that here so we can see this. And the Nasdaq we have no signal. The US 30 we have no signal. The pound we have no signals. We have now a reversal candle. So this has actually done its thing. I'm not going to touch this chart. It's extended too much. On the euro dollar we have an impulse move, but the seed signal is too bearish and too big, so I'm not going to take it here. Dollar yen is still in a trading range, so a clear trading range. You have a high here, and then the new high was not created. It was rejected here. We have a swing low here, and then that swing low has never been broken, so we have a trading range, and it can extend, and we can let it be the way it is. The dollar CAD, okay, so the dollar CAD kind of wanted to change its direction. I saw these really nice 3 trend candles. I went long on this yesterday, and it was immediately destroyed. It just went and continued with the trend. Turns out that the trend was going this way, right? And then it goes on the other side of the moving averages. We have these 2 trend candles, then a pullback, but it's kind of like a trading range for me, so I did not take this trade. In hindsight, it would have been a beautiful trade. If you look at it, it's let's do this, almost going towards 5R, but my target would be 3R, and that would have been hit during the same day. So this H1 banana is nearly day trading system. It's not swing trading as such, because we're only looking for one move, or it can be a swing trade if you take a trade and then let it run the way it is. So if you took the profit here, it's actually a day trade, and it's a momentum breakout because there is no pullback. And when you allow your trade to run during pullbacks, like if you were to let it run, then it becomes a swing trade. So this is a swing trade going on, and if you let it run, this would be the way it is. So 2 more to look at. Again, that same thing, you know, this kind of broke our pattern. Some of us went short on this as well. It is valid, not necessarily for Australian dollar, because there were levels to the left, so I did not take this based on that. I actually reduced my risk based on that, but because the impulse moves were so beautiful, I had to take it, but it was rejected. And I did that on the dollar yen as well yesterday. And now when I look at it, it was not very good setup, because if you look at these candles, it has wicks on it, and then I have levels to the left, so I should have kept it, but it's still a DS1, not a problem. And Kiwi is the same. Previous swing high was hit, and then there are some wicks in there, and then by this time I had made some mistakes, and I didn't like what I did on the Australian dollar. I didn't like what I did on dollar yen. I went short twice on it, it wasn't a winning day yesterday, so I just did not take this. So that's what it is. A quick one.